feature Friday.
The freshest.
I feel like it was targeted at one person. Like it was obvious, not one person, but it was obvious that it was to do with the love interest.
Oh, for
To
sure.
me, maybe I'm completely wrong.
And some lyrics, I couldn't find some of the lyrics.
I did. One of the I quoted one that I really liked, but I think it was in the last. But lyrically wise, I felt it was very direct in its message.
Yeah,
Probably was a few lyrics that were
album.
more like targeted at the fandom or stuff like that, because they do seem to do that. But I feel like it was towards persons, which lets me know probably they're married. Okay, moving on. Home was probably oh, they said this music really has the capability to make you aligned with your feelings. This type of music.
Yeah. Okay.
It gives you an opportunity to. What was that? What was that saying? Say you're like in a wedding, yeah, and then you're seeing the wife. What do you call it?
The bride.
The bride, yes, and then they do that thing.
They unveil.
Right. It gives you enough of a platform and time and a moment to unveil your feelings.
Oh, that's beautiful imagery. Good work, buddy. Good work. Well done. I like that. Double tap it.
Someone should well, double tap my heart.
No, your imagery. That was good work.
Someone should add applause here. Yeah, but you see,
Fireworks. He made his brain work.
but you see what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
because it is you, right? But it just gives you that opportunity to be vulnerable for a minute, for a minute or three, you know?
Yes, I
So-
couldn't agree more. Go off.
So, and then I also said that regardless of language, Kyung Sun, Rywook, and Yi Sung, sorry if I'm pronouncing their names wrong, really do show that you can be vulnerable with your feelings. You can be a true world-class elite singer,
Yes.
but also make music that sells. You know, because there is a bit of a
Yeah, but they've got. I think that comes from years of making music that sells, you know, and being told what to do. So the moment that they, especially this being their first time that they release an album,
yeah.
it just lets me know that it was the right time for them to release this type of work.
Don't you think it was a bit delayed?
No.
Hearing from some of the comments that people are saying.
Oh no, definitely. People would have probably been asking for this for years, but I believe this was the right time because they've in their careers, because they have been exposed and they have done so many things. They know what works with people now. If they did it 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they wouldn't have the experience that they have now. So I believe that this was the right time to put something so beautiful out there, because and plus the world needs to hear music that just is so uplifting.
I agree.
Especially in these troubled times around the world, you need something that just fits your soul, you know, and it gives you that breath of fresh air that you were needing so desperately. That movie-like feel that you can make your life a movie right now. You know, I feel like that detachment of reality, it's so desperately needed, and
Right.
and I think it was the right time. I just think is the right time.
John, what did you think?
I thought about that the fact that it's only a piano doing all the work at the beginning, it lets me know, and it feels so full, lets you know that the vocalists are so well, like, prepared to fill up a song without needing any type of accompaniment,
Yeah.
you know, or very minimal accompaniment, because they just like
Well, they've proved it
They
live
know-
live again and again and again. So
they know what it vocally requires, right? But then the string section, the string arrangement comes in to sweep you off your feet, like literally. When those strings came in, I was like, whoa, where did that come from? It was so magical. It kind of reminds me of a heartbreak scene in a
Yeah.
princess movie, you know, when they they kind of take you away to like this whole fantasy adventure.
yeah.
I was just, the harmonies are so solid. It just really, it was very fueled by heartfelt emotions, the whole section, and towards the end they gently laying you off.
Yeah.
It didn't feel abrupt or anything. The crescendo in the middle eight just felt natural. Everything just flowed very easily in that song.
Then it went on for Midnight Story.
That's the
Right,
last
which I
one.
said this one is probably a great example of how far lyrics can also take a song, apart from music composition, instruments, and vocals. Because there were some really good lines here, sort of like to some extent it was kind of like poetry lines. You know?
Oh, they're definite poets. I agree.
And one of the best lines I thought that I really liked was the stars who were wandering in search of the moonlight are now crying.
It's
Right.
so poetic.
So I just thought it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant thinking, and it's a brilliant way to convey such the complexity of human feelings through the
Yes.
poetry and lyricism and
imagery.
literature.
Yeah, I believe it doesn't take me by surprise, because I believe they have mastered what poetry can the power of poetry.
Let's see.
They have really like got around it and used it as a weapon. They know how to like lyrically compel emotions on people, you know.
Super Junior are SM, right?
Yes.
Right. So more to my point, we were just watching. Who were watching?
Wavy.
Wavy, or Wavy. Is that the right like?
Wavy.
Right, Wavy, and I was just saying that listening to that album as well, and we'll go shortly onto that. That it was very clear that SM has really made a focal point singing and creating strong singers and making sure they pick those individuals that really have shown. I don't know, maybe some natural ability, not sure, but they really choose the cream of the crop when it comes to singers.
Yeah, they really do.
Because they really rely on
and they
them.
really nurture it. They could find raw, beautiful singers, but they know how to nurture it. You know how to like bring them up and help them portray better vocal capabilities. Talking about the poetry side, if you want to their poetry and their knowledge of how to use it kind of reminds me a bit of Ricardo Arjona. You know, he's so poetic. And he uses his lyricism as a form of enchantment. Like that is his charm. Right? And if you don't know who Ricardo Arjona is, he's a ballad singer from South America, from Latin America. So you should totally check it out if you're into this type
he's like
of
a
music.
legend of the game.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows it, but if you don't, you should totally go check it out, because his lyrics, it really will blow your bloody mind. Yeah, so it just does. It's just beautiful.
You like giving it a number, don't you, to the albums?
Yeah, I'll give you my number of the day, just how I feel on the day, compared to everything that I've heard throughout the week, right? But my thoughts on Midnight Story were that once again the chord progression is just genius.
Yeah.
It has a very modern ballad sound. It kind of reminds me a bit of Bruno Major's new album, Let a Good Thing Die.
Yeah.
It really does, like this more electric guitar type feel, the beat itself, the electronic drum beat behind it. It just had that filled with bluesy chords and a melodic lyrics, and that it just takes you away from reality. It takes you away from that real life factor. Just you know, when you listen to music and then suddenly everything just changes. Your whole reality is totally alternated. It's beautiful overlaid of voices. The breathiness of the vocals makes you feel and believe that you're floating on clouds and watching the sunset.
It's lovely.
End of my commentary. That's it.
It's very lovely album. It's very nice. I mean, we heard a lot of different albums today and in the last few days, actually throughout the whole week, all varying from like, you know, heavy rap or what would you classify Bruno Major as? Like alternative, pop, ballads, very strong K-pop, electronic.
Very widely different Spanish music that we've never heard before.
Yeah, so it's been quite a crazy week of music, so it was very nice to hear something like this where it just sort of it calmed everything down, really, you know.
Yeah, it is that little piece of magic that
Yeah.
you're in need of, you know.
What would you give it? Because you like giving numbers. I don't.
This is a solid 9.5 for me.
I think this is probably my. Well, I won't say that, but I think this is one of my favorite albums of the week.
Yeah, this is a solid 9.5 because my 10 is Bruno Major, Let a Good Thing Die. Because I just feel his lyricism just hits home. Like
Right.
the way that this man's brain work is, it just
Go
baffles me.
a little. Sup, people? If you're a dancer. Sup, people? If you're watching this and you're a rapper or a beat producer,
A singer, a ghostwriter, or even just somebody who likes new music,
then this is for you.
Feature Friday is the show where we make new music every week featuring your tracks, your raps, your lyrics, or yourself as an artist.
There's no catch. This isn't one of those weird posts where you click on the website and you're trying to order AirPods and they say it's free and then you have to pay like $100,000 million for shipping. This is completely free. We understand how difficult it is in the music industry to get seen, and there's so many amazing rappers and singers and beat producers out there. So this is just a place to showcase your skills. We showcase our skills. We make music every week, which we love doing anyways. We get to show new artists to new people and new people to new artists.
So if you'd like to get featured next, message me here on Instagram or email me and we will get in touch pretty soon.
Please do it fast because a waiting list is forming and we don't want anyone waiting around. Keep scrolling by.
See you Friday!
Peace!
Bye-bye!